Hello and OMG, welcome back to my channel where today we have another very exciting video because I'm going to be reviewing the KAB Cosmetics Strawberry Shortcake Blush Me Up palette. So if you want to see what this one is all about, then go ahead and keep on watching. So I already reviewed one of these palettes on my channel. So if you haven't already seen, please watch the previous video. I reviewed the cotton candy one, which I absolutely loved. Here we're going to be reviewing the strawberry shortcake one. Now you definitely want to watch the first one I did because I tell you guys what KAB Cosmetics is and who it's by. But one thing that I did forget to mention in my video was basically the description of what the products kind of are. And it says shop high quality cosmetics products personally developed by Kim, Ariana, and Brielle. So the prices on their products are a little bit up there, but I guess it's because it is high quality, made with good quality. And it's also 100% cruelty-free makeup, which is fabulous, we love, we stan. So the Strawberry Shortcake palette has the same exact packaging as the one in the first video. Very beautiful slate gray, rose gold writing, and it did have that slip in here that said, it had like a really cute message, but it fell out. Whatever, we'll move on. But this is what the palette looks like inside. Let me give you guys a close-up. So this obviously has more red tones, red brick tones. You get the 3 in here. This one is number 319, 317, and 325. So I really like this color scheme right here. Sometimes blush colors like this do look very intimidating when they're in the palette, but they honestly go on really beautiful. And again, the reason why I don't have on my eyeshadow for this portion of the video is because I want to see how versatile this palette is. Now, we did see that the cotton candy one did work pretty decent on the eyes. There was only one color that was pretty patchy, but other than that, the cotton candy blush me up palette was amazing in terms of quality and pigment. I want to see if Strawberry Shortcake is the same. So let's get into the nitty gritty. So the first color we're going to be using is 317 in the transition, and I'm going to be using a Moda Pro BMX-466 shade brush. So if y'all are keeping track of brushes, that is the one I'm using. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly tap this on. So far there's no fallout in that color 317. This is what it looks like on the brush. So it already looks pretty pigmented. And let's just go ahead. Oh my God, I didn't prime my eyes. Let me prime my eyes and then we'll pick up right here. Now the eyes are primed and I use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Light 08 to prime my eyes. That's why they look ghost white, but I kind of like when they're primed this bright because I feel like you end up getting just, you know, better payoff and better, the color stands out a lot better. I already did most of my face makeup. I haven't applied highlighter or anything. So let's go ahead and go back into that color 317. And then I'm just going to pack it on because just like in the first video, because these are obviously not eyeshadows, they are pressed pigmented blush palettes. You know, they're probably not going to perform the best as eyeshadows. So if you are going to be using them as eyeshadows, you definitely want to just pack them in and then build them up. So that is exactly what we're going to do with this color on both eyes. Now that went on a lot lighter than how the color looks in the palette, but let's just keep building it up. And I think that's why blushes can sometimes look so intimidating when they're in the packaging because sometimes they just look like really dark and they don't go on dark at all. So if you see a dark looking blush, go ahead and try it out. Be brave. Take a dip on the wild side. I'm kind of taking a break from lash reviews. I do have a couple more that I will most likely be doing. I'm hoping I can get them up before December ends. But your girl likes other things other than lashes. And I know that a lot of you guys don't really watch like my other videos, but these ones bring me a lot of joy. So be patient, I will be doing more lash reviews. It just costs a lot of money, you guys. And your girl has a mortgage and a bunch of other bills that take priority. So I can't be out there, you know, buying everything. I wish I could. Okay, so this is what that color is looking like so far in the transition, and I kind of want to build it up a little bit more. So we're going to take this color 325 right here, and then I'm going to use the same brush opposite side and then just see if I can pack it in. The look we got from the Cotton Candy palette was very, very pink. I was kind of going for more of like a orangey look because these look super orange, but it's not looking as orange as I'd like it to be, but it's okay. That's why my lipstick is kind of dark. I wanted to do like a very like fall winter-ish look, which you could still do because I know we're like technically in winter, but you can still get away with fall looks in the winter. You feels me? Okay, so I think that is honestly as best as it's going to get because the colors aren't making it any darker. It's kind of getting more brighter, and I definitely don't want a bright-eyed look. Now, the only other color we have left in the palette is this one, 319, which is just a very soft, like peachy, corally color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use more of a packing brush. Let me find which one I want to use. I'm gonna use this one. I think it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It just comes in their palettes. I'm gonna use the shorter side. There is a longer, fluffier side, but I'm gonna use the shorter side and then just really dig in. This palette has a lot less fallout than the Cotton Candy one. The Cotton Candy one had a ton of fallout. This one has barely any, which is, you know, nice for those of you out there who are freaks about fallout, but for me, it doesn't really matter. This color is kind of going on the same way that lighter pink was in the Cotton Candy palette. It's a little chalky, it's a little patchy, but of course it's not supposed to go on the eyes. Well, I mean, you can, but this wasn't meant to be an eyeshadow palette, but just so you guys can see. I like using palettes that are versatile where you could maybe like use an eyeshadow as a blush and vice versa. So comment down below if you are the same. And I try to be as brutally honest because again, like I'm a consumer like you, like, you know, we don't get this stuff for free. I wish we did more often. I wish I know influencers do like giveaways, but I wish like they would just randomly choose maybe based on orders that are submitted and just choose one to give to them for free. Because at the end of the day, like they send all their like PR and stuff to like their friends, which are fellow influencers, but not their people who actually got them to where they're at. So it'd be nice to just see them, you know, be like, hey, you know, you put in an order, we noticed you placed this amount of orders, you spend this much amount of money with us, like we're gonna give you this set for free. You know, feel me? You understand where I'm coming from? So I want to use the darker color, or actually, I think it's considered like a darker color because this one's more of like a pinky. I want to use 317 on my bottom eye, and then I'm going to be using the same Luxie mini flat angled brush. I love this brush for anything you do on the bottom of your eyes. So let's go ahead and do that. Just gonna apply it towards the outer. So far, like this palette's working pretty decently on the eyes. Now what I recommend so far, if you're like, you know, traveling or whatever, because I know that some people are probably still traveling for work right now and not necessarily for fun because of, you know, the apocalypse that's going on. I don't know if I would recommend this for you just to bring as an eyeshadow palette. Oh my God, you guys ever get like a piece of cotton just hanging? I don't know if I would just recommend you guys to bring this one by itself, but I would recommend you definitely bring the Cotton Candy one for sure, because I haven't given you guys my verdict on this one because we haven't hit the cheeks yet. But I really, really like this brand, what they stand for, that they're cruelty-free. I said in my first video that this family does get like a lot of negativity thrown their way, and I don't think that's fair. I think it's wrong for people to judge families or parenting just from, you know, 30 minutes from a show. Kim Zolciak, the mom, she loves her kids. Like she will do anything and everything for them. And you know, as much as people want to talk mess about her and like their appearance and whatever, like I think that she's an incredible mom to her daughters. So props to you, girl. And her sons. I forgot that she has sons because we're doing cosmetics here. So this is actually looking pretty, you guys. Like I have eyeshadow in my eyes. I'm like shook. It's like super pretty. And my hair's not oily. I just put a lot of product in it because I was trying to go for that like Biermann Zolciak look, which their style aligns a lot with my style. But you know, here in my videos, I kind of just put the hair back just for the sake of not doing this and trying to move my hair out the way. So I had to put those two hairs behind my ears because it's just driving me bonkers trying to move them out. I was trying to be all cute, you know, for this video. But I went ahead and put my little two strands behind my ears. I'll go ahead and put them back once, you know, we're done with the final look. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my eyes off of camera and then we will do the cheeks. So back and the eyes are done. And I applied some black eyeliner and some Salon Perfect 672 eyelashes. I love Salon Perfect. I'm telling you guys, I wear these lashes every day. If you haven't already seen, I did a mega review on them. So just make sure you watch that video. So now let's get into the cheeks. Now, instead of what I did in the Cotton Candy Blush Me Up palette review, instead of, you know, layering it on like crazy, what I want to do is I want to try one shade at a time, but mix them off. That makes sense. And so let me just go ahead and show you guys what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take this lighter color right here first, and we're gonna start off on the apples of our cheeks using, of course, our blush brush. Now, again, there's like no fallout, and then look how much is actually on the brush. Looks pretty pigmented so far. Dust some off, and I'm just gonna apply some right here. Okay, so you get like a really like flushed pinky tone, which is really pretty. This is, I would say, use this color for like your more natural lighter days. You can see how beautiful that is. And like clearly it's buildable. Like I'm building and building and building it. Oh, that's pretty. That is really pretty. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of bring it up because I usually bring my blush up anyways. Now I'm gonna take the color 317, this one right here, and I'm gonna apply it on my left cheek. Now let's see. Okay, there's not a lot going on my brush. I'm digging in. You can barely see that it picked up any. I'm still gonna dust some off and let's apply it over that layer. Okay, so you get more of like a peachy red tone, and even though it wasn't picking up on the brush, it's definitely showing on the cheeks. So that's nice, because I was kind of worried. I was like, oh my God, is this one not gonna show up on my cheeks because it's not showing up on the brush? So I'm just gonna take a little bit more, bring it up. I like to bring it in right here, kind of towards my nose, and sprinkle a little bit over my nose, kind of just so like it blends. Now I'm gonna take the color 325 and I'm gonna apply it on my right cheek, just because I wanna see how it performs without being layered on the other two. And then same thing with this one, I'm digging in and there's not a lot going on the brush, but let's see the payoff. Oh, that's pretty too. So this gives you more of like a brick red, like rosy, you know, like when it's really cold outside and your cheeks turn pink, that type of look. I'm gonna bring it up. So those are the three colors. You could definitely see the difference between all of them. This one is obviously more darker, more pigmented. This one's more lighter. So again, we started off with 319 and then we put 317 on the left cheek and then 325 on the right cheek. So what I'm gonna do to even it out is apply some of 317 onto my right cheek to kind of just like soften it up. And I'm gonna apply some of 325 on my left cheek just so that it matches the right cheek. And then obviously this is a whole lot of blush that I would not wear on a normal basis. But for the sake of this video, that's why your girl's looking very blushed. So I'm just gonna take a brush that has no product on it, kind of just like soften it up. Just because I don't want to be looking so pink all day. But you guys get the hint, like this is a very, very, very pigmented blush palette. And it looks beautiful on the eyes now that I have like the eyeliner on with my mascara and my lashes. Like it's just really pretty. So I'm just gonna apply some highlight because I'm looking a little flat, and then I'll give you my verdict. Can we just admire like how flawless like my eyes and cheeks look? Like amazing. So thoughts and opinions on the Strawberry Shortcake palette is this color right here was obviously just a little bit patchy on the eyes, but again, this did prove to show that it is a very versatile palette. Being that it is with the pigment, the quality, I do deem my verdict guilty as being worthy of your dollars. The reason is this is obviously very high quality. I would spend $30 on this palette. That does break each blush down to $10 each, which in my opinion is worth it because of the payoff. Like you guys saw the pigment, you saw that you could basically, you know, make it a little more softer just by using a brush that has no makeup on it and still get a flawless look. So anyways, I hope this video was very informative for you. If you're in the market for some blush palettes, please give it a big thumbs up. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click that bell so you do get notified of every time that I do upload. Also, I say this in every video, wear your mask. Let's get through this together, and always spread peace, love, and happiness. I will see you all in my next video.